problem advisors face when it comes to engaging with clients and prospects is actually multifaceted, because it has to do with the way they personalize the content, it has to do with the intention of the content, the timing of the content, the coordination of it, the way they track and measure the results from that content. And so there's a lot of elements that really distract from the results they want. So what they usually hope to accomplish with either a client or a prospect is a certain result. And often that's where they fail, is in thinking about what the certain result is for that person. So for example, if it's a client, your result might be that you hope to engage them further, build a stronger relationship. The result might be that you hope to get a referral. The result might be that you hope to serve them in some way that you're not currently serving them. If it's a prospect, it might be that you have an aging prospect you haven't had communication with in a year, and so the intent would be to reactivate that prospect, bring them back to life. Or it might be that you have a prospect who you just met with, but they're not quite ready to do business, and the intention is to get them to actually do business with you. And so one of the reasons they fail is because they don't think about what is the intent and what is the best way to accomplish that objective. And so often what happens instead is that they just send out more content, like more content is the answer. We'll send more emails, more postcards, more messages, but people are busy and distracted. So what has to happen is the content has to be personalized for that person or for that particular profile at least, and then it has to be on a path that leads to the desired result. And that's where it has to be intentional and thought through, and that's often where they fail. So the key to engaging better with clients and prospects is really to take a step backward, slow down, and ask yourself what's important to those clients and prospects. What are their needs and what are their concerns? What is their profile? What is their stage of life? All those things make a big difference in how you engage with them. And so instead of just sending more content, send purposeful content. Ask yourself, what should I say to this person? What is the goal I'm trying to accomplish? What is the channel that they would most like to hear from me on? And that's why, really, if you figure that out and then you build it into campaigns for certain buyer personas or certain client or prospect personas, then you can reuse those over and over again for the right audience with the right intention. Everybody wants a silver bullet, a quick and easy solution, and there is not a silver bullet. I hope someday that we'll build a silver bullet, but we haven't done it yet. But you have to actually leverage a variety of different channels and solutions to get the job done. Now, some advisors do this very successfully if they're tech savvy. They can go out and use the right email provider to build a series of drip nurturing emails. They can go out and use the proper social media managing tool to run all their profiles. They can hire a professional designer to design the right images for the right people. A good copywriter to write compelling email subject lines that actually get opened. And if they do all of that, they'll get results. Now, that's not a silver bullet either. There's work. The next best thing you can do is hire a company that does that really well, and then use their service. Now, the problem with that is that sometimes there are companies that purport to do all of that well, but even if they do, none of it's personalized for you. And so often you'll end up with the same thing that thousands of other advisors are using who might be your competition. And so we believe the solution is to have a hybrid of that, where there's really high quality produced campaigns for the right audience with the right intention, but then the advisor goes in and personalizes those for his practice, modifies them for his value proposition, changes the tone and style to fit his firm, adjusts the branding for his firm, and then you have something that's really high quality, but also personalized that will resonate with your clients. And that's really the best you can do without doing everything from scratch. So if I was going to give advisors one tip to put them on the right path, I would encourage them to stop thinking about marketing and business growth and client nurturing like an exercise that depends on volume. So often they think more is the answer. I just need to do more marketing. I just need to send out more communications. But we live in a world where people are tired of getting so much communication. They're blown up. Their email, you know what your own email box looks like. So because people are tired of that, the key to success is to have the right communications for the right people at the right time and delivered in the right way. And so if they step back and say, how am I going to affect this person or this type of person, and run their operation that way, not thinking about volume but about quality, they'll have a much better result.